Girlfriend wants half of money from refund. Too long did not read. Girlfriend believes she deserves to receive half of the money being refunded by my credit card to me from the moving company for stealing my bike. Otherwise, going to try to make it short and sweet. Girlfriend, 33F, and I, 30M, have been in a serious relationship for almost 2 years. We moved from NYC to Salt Lake City together. In November of last year, COVID, obviously. We hired movers to move us and we had a discussion about how it's fair for me to pay for half of the move. Even though most of the stuff being moved was her property, because we are in a serious relationship and this stuff is now ours, due to both of us using it. My personal opinion was to sell it all and re-buy the stuff. But I came to understand that if we are to take this relationship 50-50 and start a family one day, then I should share the burden. So I paid half, or about $1,500 of the total $3,000 move cost. And #X200B. Here's the issue. Movers stole my expensive Cervelo P2 bicycle, $2,400. I filed for a refund of the money with my credit card company because the charge on the card was $2,720 and the value of the bike was close to that. Note: I filed because they were not cooperating with the detectives, and they were denying that it happened when I have significant proof that they did it. Besides the point, though. Please just assume this part to be true for the sake of the advice. Per conversation today, I come to discover that girlfriend is requesting that give her half of whatever refund I end up receiving because she claims half of that money spent is my money. And #X200B. I was shocked. I don't mean to sound pretentious, because I'm sure not perfect, but that doesn't seem fair to me. The only reason the claim was processed in the first place was because I was looking to replace my bike. I have been the only one handling this issue to get the claim, refund processed with the credit card. And #X200B. I've been supporting us the past few months even though I'm on unemployment, paid for 2 months worth of rent in November and deck plus groceries plus expenses, while she was looking for work here in Salt Lake City. I am not even trying to make money off her money here, I simply want the cost of my bike back. I am even willing to settle for $2,000 as opposed to the $2,400 it actually cost me. And #X200B. Is that fair? And #X200B. Is her request for half of whatever money gets processed a red flag for the future? I ask because I wouldn't have asked for it at all if I was in her position. I would want her to replace whatever equipment was stolen from her. And #X200B. Thanks in advance, Reddit. And #X200B. Update. I won't lie, I ended up crying from the hurt in front of her. I felt empowered by your responses telling me that I do deserve to have my stolen bike replaced with the funds to be pulled from the claim. I told her that if this is how things are going to be with finances, then it appears we have different expectations and may not be compatible for one another. I then started crying even though I wanted to hold back the tears. I must admit I feel stupid for many reasons. Current solution. We will find a neutral third party to listen to both of our perspectives regarding the money. She did say that she doesn't care about the money and that I could have all of it because clearly it means more to me than it does to her. I just don't know how I feel about that answer. She is sleeping already and I'm watching Rick and Morty on the couch to just chill out. I assure you guys that I've read every single comment on here and will continue to do so. Thank you. Yeah, that's gonna be a big no from me, dog. The money that's being refunded to you is for you to replace the bike. If you give her half, for some reason, you can only get half a bike. Seriously, that makes no sense to me. It's a big fat no. That refund isn't a refund, it's to replace your stolen goods. It's your money, she isn't owed a penny of it. If her stuff got stolen, she'd be owed money too. It didn't, your stuff got robbed, it's your money. Tell her to fucking kick rocks and give you the 2 months rent she owes ya. From my understanding, you bought a bike and it got stolen. From the bike you bought, you have been refunded, and she wants half of the money that is being given to you from your 100% owned purchase of this bike? Seems like she's taking a 50-50 split too seriously and kinda sounds like a scam? I don't know if I'm interpreting this wrong. I don't want to seem insulting, but it sounds like she's just trying to take money from you. If you bought it with your own money, and only you used it, she shouldn't be getting a cent from that refund. I am just having trouble understanding how your girlfriend thinks she is entitled to half of that money when it was your bike that got stolen. You've also already paid for half the moving fees. This just seems like it's the start of some trouble. Red flag in my opinion. Good thing they didn't steal more of your stuff, you would be owing her big time. Assuming that you charged the entire moving expense to your credit card, I think it's reasonable for you to keep it. Your girlfriend seems like she's not grasping that the money you're charging back is to recover your property that was lost. It seems like she's treating it as if it's some kind of discount. I'm not sure where the disconnect is coming from. If y'all stay together a long time, get married one day, it will ultimately not matter. At present, with your separate finances, I would think you're entitled to keep the value of your bike that was stolen. Maybe try comparing it to you asking for half of her insurance payout if her car was stolen? Eek. Yeah, that's a problem. Seems pretty obvious that if what you're writing is 100% accurate that she's entirely wrong here. Maybe she doesn't understand? If you two break up, do you then get half of her stuff since you paid to have it shipped to Utah? Why are you still with her? Your girlfriend kind of sucks. All of her stuff got moved and nothing was stolen, so she's not out anything. Tell her you're not giving her money she's not entitled to. Oh, boy. I think we all just got a glimpse into your future. What's mine is mine and what's yours is only half yours. That's some good math. Yeah, she sounds like she's not in your corner, bro. Time to address this sooner rather than later. Tell her you plan to replace your entire bike. Not just 50% of it. Also seems like she's the one that's trying to make money off of you. Literally makes no sense. So, you paid for the bike? She paid for part of the moving costs? Now that you're being reimbursed for something they stole, she feels entitled to the reimbursement of an item that wasn't hers because she paid for part of the service? Is this correct? If so, your girlfriend is entitled to nothing. Your bike, your money. She paid for half of the moving costs, and her stuff was moved. You paid for half of the moving cost, and your stuff was moved. This is what you agreed to. The thing about her having more stuff doesn't matter. You agreed to the arrangement as it was. You received money back for a lost bike. This shouldn't be seen as a refund for the move. You should look at it as an insurance payout for your lost property. If she's reasonable, she'll understand this. You need a new bike, which means you're not walking away with $2,400 you didn't have before. Let her have half the refund and then demand she pay half of the new bike. If her jewelry was stolen, would she be willing to hand half of that money over to you if the situation were reversed? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. She paid half for the shit to be moved. Shit was moved, that's it. If you pay her half of the price of your stolen bike, essentially it appears that you paid for the whole moving, with your bike. That money is for your bike, not your shared move. It's all yours, bro. I'm worried if something like this could set a precedent for the rest of your relationship. Is this how she's going to be about everything? It doesn't seem very fair. It's to replace your bicycle. If she had something special and expensive stolen, would she expect you to get half the replacement dollar? I would reevaluate your relationship. It's really important that couples are on the same page about things like this. Or willing to agree to disagree on things. Would you keep the money from the return for other things or buy a new bike? Tell her she can have half if she pays half it cost for a new bike. If she wants to split things, this is what happens. Can she explain why she thinks she's entitled to half of the money for the charges of your bike? Or does she see this as if this is a reversal for the shipping fee instead of your bike? What is her argument here? She simply wants half of the money? She has to have an argument because you filing a claim on your stolen bike and them reimbursing you for it has nothing to do with the move itself. It sounds like you aren't telling us something. The refund is for a stolen bike. Whose ever bike it was stolen is who gets the money. Duh. I really don't think you're compatible. If this is her view of life, what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine, then that will lead to a very sad life together. After trading your update, she is still being super manipulative. You care about X more than you care about me is stone cold manipulation. Don't fall for it. It wasn't her property. She doesn't get any money. The audacity. It's like being robbed twice. What the fuck? No. She doesn't get half your refund. It wasn't hers. The money is for your bike. She doesn't get any of it. It literally all goes towards rebuying the bike. Laugh in her face. Opening square bracket. If you didn't get hit in the face during the moving conversation, the red flag pole is walloping you over the head now. This is not a refund, it is a loss claim. If she wants half the refund for the bike, tell her she has to pay for half the bike. Remind me 2 weeks. That's just fucking weird. WTF. Huge red flag. She has a what's yours is hers and what's hers is hers mentality. That bike was solely yours and she has no claim to any of the money you get from the claim. Yeah, just buy half a bike in the Give her the rest. Tears of joy. The posts that I see here can't be real. Definitely a red flag. You always could leave now before it's too late. It's possible she could get worse in the future, like if you get married. I could be wrong, but who knows? Tell her you'll give her half if she pays for half of your new bike. Maybe that'll get it through her skull that this is about your property, not money. Good God. Everything you posted is a location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag. Making you pay to move her stuff is nuts. The bike, unless she paid half, is yours, and the money you receive is not a windfall but to replace that which was stolen. Dude, she sounds like a real, insert naughty name here. What about this relationship brings you joy? Or is it you've been together thing long? Yeah, screw that and her. Tell her no and keep your foot down on that decision. It's not a refund, it's a settlement to replace the stolen bike. I read your update, dude. Just show her this thread. She's either stupid or morally bankrupt. I'm sorry you moved all this way here with her. With this logic, you may want to ride off into the sunset on your new bike. This is only the beginning. Okay, so since you've paid 2 months rent, see if she's okay with paying 2 months rent also when she get a job and the money to, so y'all are even on that part. You said y'all argue about you bringing up how you supported the two of you for those months. Then give her half of the refund from the moving company. Then in her eyes y'all will be 50-50. Yay, that money is yours. She can eat it. Sure, she can have half of the refund if she commits to pay half of the replacement cost of your bike. Then for simplicity, just have her pay you the difference. Reading as my form of logical I'm so sorry about your bike. I'm glad you've managed to get through the process of a refund. My next thought you be oh sweet $300 for a move, what do I owe you? $150? I'd even consider paying the $300 to you because of the stress of it all, and it was your bike. Ride your new bike right outta there. No rearview waves. No, that's not fair. The money is to replace your stolen bike. That's pretty greedy and entitled of her to demand that money.